Third, Fair Dawn, Jim Jiminy. Reserve, Santon Oaks Red Hot Prospect for My Lycum and VHC Davra Love and Bride. Santon Oaks Red Hot Prospect for Lycum, Fair Dawn, Jim Jiminy. Second was Romero Beaujolais, and once again first, Graduate Dog, was Seafoam, Wayfarer of Seafeld. Class 1225, Postgraduate Dog, 8 entered, 2 absent. Kitwi into the blue. Fair Dawn, what's his name at Ramati? Ravelo, I'm Too Sexy. Musical Moonbeams. Huttonvale, High Treason. And Romero, Caught in the Act. First from seating class 1225, Postgraduate Dog, is 5911, Kitwi into the blue. Owned and bred by Miss Lynette Davey, signed by the Norseman at Kitwi, out of Wild Acts Sweet Dreams of Kitwi, born 21st of the 11th, 92. Kitwi into the blue. Kitwi into the blue. Kitwi into the blue. (6032) Fair Dawn, what's his name at Ramati? Owned by Mr. Martin and Mr. Rita Wild. Bred by Miss Sue Harvey. Signed by Fair Dawn, Joker in the Pack, out of Fair Dawn, Roxy Music, born 24th of the 6th, 92. Fair Dawn, what's his name at Ramati? 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 (6016) Ravelo, I'm Too Sexy. Owned and bred by Miss Nikki Ward. Signed by Deltami Blue Boogie, out of Ravelo Young Parisian, born 8th of the 9th, 91. Ravelo, I'm Too Sexy. Ravelo, I'm Too Sexy. Ravelo, I'm Too Sexy. Ravelo, I'm Too Sexy. (6010) Musical Moonbeams, owned by Mr. R.C. and Mrs. D.A. Vanston. Bred by Bensley, signed by Gary Off Pickenbeats, out of Hijinks, born 4th of the 10th, 92. Musical Moonbeams. Musical Moonbeams. Musical Moonbeams. (5937) Huttonvale, High Treason. Owned and bred by Miss Angela Harper, signed by Champion Tygarth Pashering at Seacrest, out of Huttonvale Highlight, born 8th of the 8th, 92. Huttonvale, High Treason. Huttonvale, High Treason. Huttonvale, High Treason. Huttonvale, High Treason. Hudson Vale High Treason. Hudson Vale High Treason. 6024 Romero caught in the act. Owned by Mr. R. Whitworth, bred by Mrs. Mandy Laidlaw. Signed by Trywell treading the boards, out of Seacrest Stage Struck, born 15th of the 9th, 92. Romero caught in the act. Romero caught in the act. Romero caught in the act. Kitui into the blue. Bairdawn, what's his name at Ramati. Ravelot, I'm Too Sexy. Musical Moonbeams. Hudson Vale High Treason. Romero caught in the act. First was Kitui into the blue. Second, Hudson Vale High Treason. Third, Bairdawn, what's his name at Ramati. Reserve Romero caught in the act. And VHC Ravelot, I'm Too Sexy. Romero caught in the act. Bairdawn, what's his name at Ramati. Hudson Vale High Treason, and once again first postgraduate dog was Kitui into the blue. Class 1226 limit dog, 5 entered, all present. Midas Suburban Commando, Gen Roy Edge of Darkness, Freedom Fighter or Rapos, Harmore Stiff Trade, and Zanzar Midshipman. First one we've seen in class 1226, a limit dog, is 5919, Midas Suburban Commando. Midas Suburban Commando. Owned and bred by Mr. Kevin and Mrs. Sharon Fitzgerald. Signed by Champion Ashgate Able Seaman of Seafell. Out of Marben Melba at Midas, born 3rd of the 7th, 92. Midas Suburban Commando. Midas Suburban Commando. Midas Suburban Commando. (6005) Gen Roy Edge of Darkness. Owned and bred by Mr. Jenny Townsend. Signed by Champion Glenn Paul the Gladiator. After Champion Gen Roy Lot Less Bother. Born 17th of the 12th, 91. Gen Roy Edge of Darkness. Gen Roy Edge of Darkness. Gen Roy Edge of Darkness. (5928) Freedom Fighter for Rapos. Almost to Philip and Mrs. Barbara Greenway and bred by Parr. Signed by Champion Bairdawn Phineas Fogg out of Rapos Burning Bright. Born 20th of the 6th, 93. Freedom Fighter for Rapos. Freedom Fighter for Rapos. Freedom Fighter for Rapos. (6030) Harmore Spibs Trade. Owned and bred by Mrs. Maureen Wright. Signed by Blue Cap up and away to Harmore. Out of Harmore, Totters Trade. Born 30th of the 9th, 92. Harmore Spibs Trade. Harmore Spibs Trade. (6014) Zanzar Midshipman. Owned and bred by Mrs. Zandra and Miss Sarah Bawtry. Signed by Champion Ashgate Able Seaman of Seafell out of Nancy's Fancy at Zanzar. Born 26th of the 3rd, 92. Zanzar Midshipman. Zanzar Midshipman. My Dad's Suburban Commando. Jen Roy Edge of Darkness. Freedom Fighter for Rapos. Harmore Spibs Trade. And Zanzar Midshipman. First was My Dad's Suburban Commando. Second, Jen Roy Edge of Darkness. Third, Freedom Fighter for Rapos. Reserve Harmore Spibs Trade. BHC Zanzar Midshipman. Harmore Spibs Trade. Freedom Fighter for Rapos. Jen Roy Edge of Darkness. And once again, first limit dog was My Dad's Suburban Commando. Class 1227 Open Dog, 6 entered, 2 previous seen or present. Champion Ashgate Able Seaman of Seafell. Champion Jippendale coincidental for Suzanne Carr. Champion Fair Dawn Phineas Fogg. Champion Hutton Vale High Command at Seacrest. And previously seen Danvra Love and Pride and Marson Sweeping Blue Thunder. First one to be seen in Class 1227 Open Dog is 5945. Champion Ashgate Able Seaman of Seafell. Owned by Mrs. Pat Heath, bred by Thompson. Signed by Champion 8 Bells of Seafell out of Seafeld Coral Fan. Born 23rd of the 6th, 90 and being shown by Mrs. Veronica Beaver. Champion Ashgate Able Seaman of Seafell. Champion Ashgate Able Seaman of Seafeld. Champion Ashgate Able Seaman of Seafell. Champion Ashgate Able Seaman of Seafell. 5896. Champion Jippendale coincidental for Suzanne Carr. Owned by Ms. Dams Sandra and Susanna Carter. Bred by Caldwell. Signed by Suzanne Carr Alcoholic. Out of Jippendale's Bobby's Hotshot. Born 5th of the 7th, 92. Champion Jippendale coincidental for Suzanne Carr. Champion Jippendale coincidental for Suzanne Carr. (5942) Champion Fair Dawn Phineas Fogg. Owned and bred by Miss Sue Harney. Signed by Champion Bitter Shout and Roar out of Fair Dawn This and That. Born 26th of the 6th, 91 and being shown by Mr. Philip Greenway. Champion Fair Dawn Phineas Fogg. Champion Fair Dawn Phineas Fogg. Champion Fair Dawn, Phineas Fogg. (5958), Champion Hutton Vale, High Command at Seacrest. Owned by Mrs. Claire Kay, bred by Mrs. Angela Harper. Signed by Champion Tygarth Pasherenk at Seacrest, out of Hutton Vale Highlight, for 18th of the 5th, 93. Champion Hutton Vale, High Command at Seacrest. Champion Hutton Vale, High Command at Seacrest. Champion Hutton Vale, High Command at Seacrest. Champion Ascot Able Seaman of Seafeld. Champion Chippendale Quincy Dental for Suzanne Carr. Champion Fair Dawn Phineas Fogg. Champion Hutton Vale High Command at Seacrest. Previous seen at Davra Love and Pride. And Marson Sweeping Blue Thunder. First was Champion Chippendale Quincy Dental for Suzanne Carr. Second, Champion Hutton Vale High Command at Seacrest. Third, Champion Fair Dawn Phineas Fogg. Reserve, Champion Ashgate Able Seaman of Seafeld. And VHC Davra Love and Pride. Champion Ashgate Able Seaman of Seafeld. Champion Fair Dawn Phineas Fogg. Champion Hutton Vale High Command at Seacrest. And once again first open dog was Champion Chippendale Quincy Dental for Suzanne Carr. We now move on unbeaten dogs. Champion Chippendale Quincy Dental Suzanne Carr. My Daz Suburban Commando. Kitwe Into the Blue. Seafoam Wayfarer of Seafeld. Blueprint Beer and Skittles at Walcott. Suzanne Carr Barrister. Santana Blueprint. And Tucane Midnight Madness. Santana Blueprint. Suzanne Carr Barrister. Blueprint Beer and Skittles at Walk-On. Seafoam Wayfarer of Seafeld. Kitwe Into the Blue. My Daz Suburban Commando. And Chippendale Quincy Dental for Suzanne Carr. Champion Chippendale Quincy Dental for Suzanne Carr, winner of Open Dog. My Daz Suburban Commando, winner of Limit Dog. My Daz Suburban Commando, winner of Limit Dog. Kitwe Into the Blue, winner Postgraduate Dog. Seafoam Wayfarer of Seafeld, winner Graduate Dog. Blueprint Beer and Skittles Walk-On, winner of Novice Dog. Suzanne Carr Barrister, winner of Junior Dog. Santana Blueprint, winner of Puppy Dog. And Tucane Midnight Madness, winner of Minor Puppy Dog. Champion Chippendale Quincy Dental for Suzanne Carr. My Daz Suburban Commando. Kitwe Into the Blue. Seafoam Wayfarer of Seafeld. Blueprint Beer and Skittles at Walk-On. Suzanne Carr Barrister. Santana Blueprint. And Tucane Midnight Madness. Final selection are Champion Chippendale Quincy Dental for Suzanne Carr. My Daz Suburban Commando. Blueprint Beer and Skittles at Walk-On. And Suzanne Carr Barrister. Suzanne Carr Barrister. Blueprint Beer and Skittles at Walk-On. My Daz Suburban Commando. And Champion Chippendale Quincy Dental for Suzanne Carr. Champion Chippendale Quincy Dental for Suzanne Carr. My Daz Suburban Commando. Blueprint Beer and Skittles at Walk-On. And Suzanne Carr Barrister. Last four challenging the dog CC. Suzanne Carr Barrister. Blueprint Beer and Skittles at Walk-On. My Daz Suburban Commando. And Champion Chippendale Quincy Dental for Suzanne Carr. Mr. Tim Hutchins awarding tickets for the first time. Dog CC goes to Champion Chippendale Quincy Dental for Suzanne Carr with open dog CC into his 5th today. Champion Chippendale Quincy Dental for Suzanne Carr, dog CC winner. Called in second from open dog, Champion Hutton Vale High Command at Seacrest to challenge the dog Reserve CC. Champion Hutton Vale High Command at Seacrest. My Daz Suburban Commando. Blueprint Beer and Skittles at Walk-On. And Suzanne Carr Barrister. Blueprint Beer and Skittles at Walk-On. My Daz Suburban Commando. And Champion Hutton Vale High Command at Seacrest. Dog Reserve CC goes to Blueprint Beer and Skittles at Walk-On. Dog CC once again Champion Chippendale Quincy Dental for Suzanne Carr. Dog Reserve CC. Blueprint Beer and Skittles at Walk-On. Once again Dog CC Champion Chippendale Quincy Dental for Suzanne Carr. Dog Reserve CC. Blueprint Beer and Skittles at Walk-On. We now move on to Class 1228 minor puck pitch. 28 entered, 12 absent. Once again, this is Class 1228 minor puppy pitch. 28 entered, 12 absent. S&G sets the pace. Glen Paul Lock Song. Santana Just Inevitable. Kaidi Diamond Life at Burnden. Cornford's Forever Amber. Marbleton Lovely to Look at. Ansem Pink Coral. Suzanne Carr Political. Suzanne Carr Trudy Keyhole at Clarkburn. Ad Hoc Trade for Harmore. Turkane Kissing Cousin. Turkane Dark Intrigue. Walk on Chocoholic. Walk on Chocolate Chip. Suzanne Carr Tanya Hyde. And the first one to be seen in Class 1228 is 5982. S&G sets the pace. Owned by Mrs. Shirley Pilkington and bred by her also. Signed by Bear Dawn, putting on the Ritz at S&G. Out of and signed by Champion Norwatch Sunhawk Wanneroo. Once again signed by Champion Norwatch Sunhawk Wanneroo out of Bear Dawn, putting on the Ritz at S&G. On 20th of the 7th, 94, and being shown by Mr. Joe Chadwick. S&G sets the pace. S&G sets the pace. 5888. Glen Paul locks on. Owner bred by Mrs. Pam Broad. Signed by champion Tygarth Johnson at Glenfall, out of Glenfall, Beryl Apparel, for 9th of the 7th, 94. Glenfall locks on. 6021, Santana Just Inevitable, owned and bred by Mrs. Bernadette Whitfield. Signed by champion Tygarth Pasharenk at Seacrest, out of Santana Golden Gloves, born 10th of the 8th, 94. Santana Just Inevitable. Santana Just Inevitable. Santana Just Inevitable. 5987, Kylie Diamond Life at Burnley, transfer applied for. Owned by Mrs. D, Miss D and Miss J.L. Pye, bred by Evans. Sired by Burnden Smarter Investor, out of Nebrazina Rags to Riches, born 6th of the 7th, 94. Kylie Diamond Life at Burnden, transfer applied for. Kylie Diamond Life at Burnden. 6012, Cornford's Forever Amber. Owned by Mr. Andrew and Mrs. Pat Barney, bred by Green. Signed by champion Mr. Sharon Moore, out of Cornford's Pirate Jenny, born 26th of the 6th, 94. Cornford's Forever Amber. Cornford's Forever Amber. 5933, Marbleton Lovely to Look At. Owned by Mrs. Hamilton, bred by her also. Signed by Jimmy Del Nuto of Marbleton, out of Marbleton Every Inch a Lady, born 5th of the 8th, 94. Marbleton Lovely to Look At. Marbleton Lovely to Look At. 5965, Handsome Pink Coral, owned and bred by Mrs. S. Malcolm. Signed by Bucksteps Going for Gold at Glenfall, out of Bucksteps Rum Butter at Handsome. Born 22nd of the 7th, 94. Handsome Pink Coral. Handsome Pink Coral. Handsome Pink Coral. Handsome Pink Coral. 5898, Suzanne Carr Political. Owned and bred by Miss Dams Sandra and Susanna Carter. Signed by Norwatch Sunhawk Rafferty, out of Jippendale Carmen, collected by Suzanne Carr, born 11th of the 7th, 94. Suzanne Carr Political. Suzanne Carr Political. Suzanne Carr Political. (5903) Suzanne Carr Trudy Keyhole at Clarkburn. Owned by Mr. S.P. and Mrs. P. Clark. Bred by Miss Downs Sandra and Susanna Carter. Signed by Norwatch Sunhawk Rafferty, out of Jippendale Carmen, collected by Suzanne Carr, born 11th of the 7th, 94. Suzanne Carr, Trudy Keyhole at Clarkburn. Suzanne Carr, Trudy Keyhole at Clarkburn. Suzanne Carr, Trudy Keyhole at Clarkburn. 6031, Ad Hoc Trade for Harmore. Owned by Mrs. Maureen Ragg, bred by Mrs. Ragg and Mrs. Cornwell. Signed by Harmore Spin Trade, out of Jippendale Hot Gossip at Harmore, born 7th of the 8th, 94. Ad Hoc Trade for Harmore, transfer applied for. Ad Hoc Trade for Harmore. Ad hoc trade for Harmore. Ad hoc trade for Harmore. $5950 to Kane Kissing Cousin, owned and bred by Miss Anne England, signed by Champion Fletcher at Sunhawk Norwatch, to Kane Stalemate, on 29th of the 6th, 94, to Kane Kissing Cousin. To Kane Kissing Cousin. To Kane Kissing Cousin. To Kane Kissing Cousin. 5952. To Kane Dark Intrigue, owned and bred by Miss Anne Ingram, signed by To Kane Simply Red, out of Irish champion To Kane Tarka, on 9th of the 6th, 94. To Kane Dark Intrigue, is shown by Mrs. Helen Backus. To Kane Dark Intrigue. To Kane Dark Intrigue. $5976. Walk On Chocoholic, owned and bred by Miss Yvonne Dillon, signed by Champion Hutton Vale High Command at Seacrest, out of Walk On Twix, born 17th of the 6th, 94. Walk On Chocoholic. Walk On Chocoholic. Walk On Chocoholic. 5975. Walk On Chocolate Chip, owned and bred by Miss Yvonne Miller, signed by Champion Hutton Vale High Command Seacrest, out of Walk On Twix, born 17th of the 6th, 94, and being shown by Mrs. Claire Kay. Walk On Chocolate Chip. Walk On Chocolate Chip. 5897. Suzanne Carr, Tanya Hyde, owned and bred by Miss Dams Sandra and Suzanne Carter, signed by Norwatch Sunhawk Rafferty, out of Jippendale, Carmen, collected by Suzanne Carr, born 11th of the 7th, 94. Suzanne Carr, Tanya Hyde. Suzanne Carr, Tanya Hyde. Suzanne Carr, Tanya Hyde. 5929. Rapos River Deep, owned and bred by Mr. Philip and Mrs. Barbara Greenway, signed by Champion Fair Dawn Phineas Fogg, out of Rapos Truly Fair, born 6th of the 6th, 94. Rapos River Deep. Rapos River Deep. S&G sets the pace. Glenfall Lock Song. Santana Just Inevitable. Kaidi Diamond Life at Burnden. Cornford's Forever Amber. Marbleton Lovely to Look At. Handsome Pink Coral. Suzanne Carr Political. Suzanne Carr Trudy Keyhole at Clarkburn. To Kane Kissing Cousin. To Kane Dark Intrigue. Walk On Chocoholic. Walk On Chocolate Chip. Ad Hoc Trade for Harmore. Suzanne Carr Tanya Hyde, and Rapos River Deep. First was Rapos River Deep, second Glenfall Locks On, third Suzanne Carr Tanya Hyde, reserve Turkane Kissing Cousin, and VHC Walk On Chocoholic. Turkane Kissing Cousin, Suzanne Carr, Tanya Hyde. Glenfall Locksong. And once again first, minor puppy bitch was Rapos River Deep. Class 1229, puppy bitch, 18 entered, 3 absent. Ornwell Bouquet for Car Wild. Chocolocks Classic Case for Ginny Brooks. She's No Fool at Marbleton. Brewliz Scale the Heights. Brewliz Hit the Heights of Rapos. Of Roylock, sorry. Designer Trade of Janaro. Bugsteps Pollyanna. Cover Girl at Marbleton. Kirstley Jenny Wren at Marbleton. Donington Welsh Glory at Tyburn. Roseanne Florentine at Midyell. Jen Roy Bubbles Galore at Jedi. Chateau Rothschild at Burnham. Zanzar Spick and Span. And Marbleton Silver Lining at Midyell. First one we're seeing in class 1229 puppy bitch is 6025. Bornwell Bouquet for Car Wild. Owned by Mr. and Mrs. L. Wild, bred by Mrs. Pam Choop. Signed by champion Glenfall the Gladiator. And of Bornwell Bossy Boots, born 20th of the 3rd, 94. Bornwell Bouquet for Car Wild. Bornwell Bouquet for Car Wild. 5887, Clolocks Classic Case for Ginny Brooks. Name applied for and transfer applied for. Owned and bred by Mrs. Wendy Brooks, signed by Ginny Brooks Gigolo, out of Kelly's Kind of Smart at Clolocks. Born 16th of the 4th, 94. Clolocks Classic Case for Ginny Brooks. 5932, She's No Fool at Marbleton. Owned by Mrs. Hambleton, bred by Graham. Signed by Marbleton Ozone Friendly, out of April Fever Lady. Born 1st of the 4th, 94. She's No Fool at Marbleton. (5943) Brewliz Scale the Heights, transfer applied for. Owned by Mr. Terry and Mr. Kath Healy, bred by Mr. Dave Thorpe. Signed by champion Santa Luke Strawberry Redcoat and champion Brewliz Dizzy Heights. Born 13th of the 4th, 94. Brewliz Scale the Heights. Brewliz Scale the Heights. Brewliz Scale the Heights. (6018) Brewliz Hit the Heights of Roylark, transfer applied for. Owned by Mr. Tony Watson and bred by Mr. Dave Thorpe. Signed by champion Santa Luke Strawberry Redcoat and of champion Brewliz Dizzy Heights. Born 13th of the 4th, 94. Brewliz Hit the Heights of Roylark, transfer applied for. Brewliz Hit the Heights of Roylark. Brewliz Hit the Heights of Roylark. (6002) Designer Trade of Gennaro, owned by Mrs. J. Stevenson, bred by Bennett. Signed by Santa Luke's Boy Big Shot of Chippendale, out of Harmore Gammons Trade. Born 9th of the 3rd, 94. Designer Trade of Gennaro. Designer Trade of Gennaro. Designer Trade of Gennaro. 6022. Bugsteps Pollyanna, owned and bred by Mrs. Jenny Whittaker. Signed by champion General Pop My Cork to Walk On, out of Bugsteps Easy Virtue. Born 21st of the 4th, 94. 6022. Bugsteps Pollyanna. Bugsteps Pollyanna. 5973. Cover Girl at Marbleton. Owned by Mrs. J. Metcalf, bred by Llewellyn. Side by Marbleton Deadly Ernest, out of Anushka, Russian Lady. On 1st of the 3rd, 94. Cover Girl at Marbleton. Cover Girl at Marbleton. Cover Girl at Marbleton. (5931) Kirstly Jenny Wren at Marbleton. Owned by Mr. Hamilton and G. Longbottom, bred by Allsop and Ferguson. Signed by Marbleton Gay Force Military Fashion, out of Gay Force Love and Kisses for Kirstly. Born 3rd of the 5th, 94. Kirstly Jenny Wren at Marbleton. Kirstly Jenny Wren at Marbleton. Kirstly Jenny Wren at Marbleton. (5956) Tonitron Welsh Glory at Tyburn. Owned by Mr. G.P. and Mrs. A.W.P. Jones, bred by Mrs. Sagra Tonkin. Signed by Champion Tonitron Comanchero, out of Tonitron Solo Glory. Born 27th of the 2nd, 94. Tonitron Welsh Glory at Tyburg. Tonitron Welsh Glory at Tyburg. Tonitron Welsh Glory at Tyburg. (5994) Rosanne Florentine at Midyell. Owned by Mr. D.B. and Mrs. C. Silver, bred by Hearn. Signed by Jimmy Del Nuto of Marbleton, at Urigan Black Sapphire at Rosanne. Born 19th of the 4th, 94. Rosanne Florentine at Midyell. Rosanne Florentine at Midyell. Rosanne Florentine at Midyell. Rosanne Florentine at Midyell. (5925) Jen Roy Bubbles Galore at Jedi. Owned by Messrs. S. Gathing and P. Bevel, bred by Mrs. Jenny Townsend. Sired by Jen Roy Summertime Blues, out of Jen Roy Pop My Bubble. Born 26th of the 2nd, 94. Jen Roy Bubbles Galore at Jedi. Jen Roy Bubbles Galore at Jedi. (5986) Chateau Rothschild of Burnden. Owned by Mrs. D, Miss D and Mr. J.L. Pye, bred by Rogers and Lucas. Sired by Jen Roy Fine Wine of Winniwack, out of Burnden, not the full to Bob. Born 16th of the 4th, 94. Chateau Rothschild of Burnden. Chateau Rothschild of Burnden. (5999) Zanzar Spick and Span. Owned by Mr. Anthony Soper, bred by Mrs. Sandra and Miss Zara Bortry. Signed by Champion Ashgate Able Seaman of Seafell, out of Nancy's Fancy at Zanzar. born 13th of the 4th, 94. Zanzar, Spick and Span. Zanzar, Spick and Span. Zanzar, Spick and Span. $5,993 Marbleton Silver Lining at Midyell, owned by Mr. D.B. and Mrs. C. Silver, bred by Mrs. Hambleton. Signed by Marbleton Ozone Friendly out of Rowendale Dutch Delight of Marbleton, born 16th of the 4th, 94. Marbleton Silver Lining at Midyell. Marbleton Silver Lining at Midyell. Brulers Scale the Heights. Brulers Hit the Heights of Roylark. Designer Trade of Gennaro. Bugsteps Pollyanna. Cover Girl at Marbleton. Kirsty Jenny Red at Marbleton. Tonnetron Welsh Glory at Tyburg. Sand Florentine at Midyell. Genroy Bubbles Galore at Jedi. Chateau Rothschild of Burnden. Zanzar Spick and Span and Marbleton Silver Lining at Midyell. First was Bugsteps Pollyanna. Second, She's No Fool at Marbleton. Third, Genroy Bubbles Galore at Jedi. Reserve Brulers Hit the Heights of Roylark and VHC Bournewell Bouquet for Carlisle. Brulers Hit the Heights of Roylark. Genroy Bubbles Galore at Jedi. Marbleton She's No Fool. And once again first in class 1229 puppy pitch was Bugsteps Pollyanna. Class 1230 junior pitch 9 entered 1 absence. Capel Molly packs in. That'll Do Me Fascination. Romero Bobel at Natties. Leywind Night Song. Soft Gold at Bugsteps. Sunhawk Norwatch Killarney. 5907. Sundawn Fully Fashioned. And John Rouge Bonsai Beauty at Bow Imries. The first one seen in class 1230 junior pitch is 5902. Capel Molly packs in. Owned and bred by Dr. Chris and Mrs. Jane Clark. Signed by champion Fair Dawn Phineas Fogg out of Skelbeck Academy at Capel. Born 7th of the 9th, 93. Capel Molly packs in. Capel Molly packs in. Capel Molly packs in. $5,873 That'll Do Me Fascination. Owned by Mr. and Mrs. G.M. Arscott, bred by Mrs. Lynn Bunyan. Signed by international champion That'll Do Me Perfect Partner out of That'll Do Me Prim and Proper. Born 23rd of the 8th, 93. That'll Do Me Fascination. Also in class 1231 novice pitch. That'll Do Me Fascination. That'll Do Me Fascination. $5,983 Romero Bobel at Natties. Owned by Mrs. Dawn Pilling, bred by Mrs. Mandy Laidlaw. Signed by Romero Beaujolais out of Romero Scotch on the Rocks, born 24th of the 12th, 93. Romero Bobel at Natties. Romero Bobel at Natties. $5,915